Let's talk about why you're not losing fat even though you're eating 13 or 1400 calories while I organize my sister's pantry. You're not going to lose fat if you have been in a chronic calorie deficit. It's pretty simple. It's called metabolic adaptation. And what happens is your body gets used to the fact that you're barely eating and then down regulates itself a bit. But what can also happen is that you lose muscle, not body fat. So by barely eating, your body says, okay, we have to get rid of the least expensive tissue, and muscle is the most expensive. It is the most dynamic for your body to hold on to. So that means if you are truly depriving it of nutrients, you're going to lose muscle. And that's why a lot of the time on a health and wellness journey, women can see really fast results by losing muscle quickly. Fat loss is slow. Muscle loss is fast. So the other thing that happens is that you don't really realize that you're depriving your body of what it needs. So a lot of other things go to shit. So your digestion sucks. You crash every afternoon at 2 or 3. Yeah, you might also be anemic, but you're also you're just not giving your body what it needs to function. There are thousands of chemical reactions that need to occur for you to feel and look your best. So you are essentially depriving your body of the ability to work properly if you are not giving it enough nutrients. And you're sure as shit not going to get the composition that you want if you're not fueling. There has never been a woman ever in the history of the universe who has basically not eaten, overtrained, and gotten to where she wanted to be and still had her cycle, no brain fog, and the ability to actually have energy for her life and for her family. And I don't say this to be a bitch. I say it's because it's true. And the longer you keep yourself stuck by not eating, not fueling, and overtraining, the longer you suffer. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, the body that you want isn't going to cost you that. It's going to be difficult, right? There's a reason why not everyone is super freaking fit, but you're already advanced. So what we're really talking about is building on the strong foundation that you've already made. And that's not going to happen if you are constantly under fueling. And that's the biggest thing that women learn in my Lean and Liberated coaching program, that yeah, sometimes we do need to reverse diet. Sometimes we need to learn what that actually means. And sometimes we need to be a little more strategic about what we're consuming and what we're doing. And consumption isn't just alcohol, it isn't just food, it's also who we surround ourselves with. It's the content that we watch. You know, I have a lot of women that come into my program and they say that they cannot understand what they're supposed to be doing. But frankly, their feeds are filled with nonsense. And we do need to take some ownership, some responsibility of the fact that the content that we curate is very much correlated to what we consume. And if you keep watching videos from people who don't know what they're talking about, or who are purposely trying to confuse you or have clickbait, then you will stay stuck and confused, because that's the goal. That's what those people are trying to do. And so you have to fully take responsibility and realize that you are stuck, you deserve better, and that if you truly want different, you have to start doing different. And doing different means doing what you haven't done yet. And for most of the women that I work with, that does mean coaching. There's going to be plenty of you who say, I don't want that, I'm too advanced, I don't want to pay for it. Okay, cool. I don't want to work with anyone who doesn't want my help. But what I do want is to give you the body that you've always wanted by showing you that eating is the way, overtraining is not, and that you can have it all. You just need the right approach.